As we've been saying tonight, much division among Democrats on whether or not to pursue impeachment. In fact, the Speaker of the House is urging her party to hold off on that front, wanting instead to turn up the heat on Republicans. In her letter to her fellow House Democrats, Nancy Pelosi says the GOP has a, quote, unlimited appetite for Trump's behavior. She writes, the GOP should be ashamed of what the Mueller report has revealed instead of giving the president their blessings. Speaking of the Republicans, aside from repeating no collusion, most of them have been more or less silent on what the Mueller report does say about Donald Trump, proving that no one from the Attorney General on down is above invoking Trump's preferred talking points. This is what we got today from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
Well, look, I think it's time to move on. This investigation was about collusion. There was no collusion. No charges brought against the president on anything else. And I think the American people have had quite enough of it, and it's time to move on.
With us tonight, Rick Wilson, a veteran Republican strategist and the author of Everything Trump Touches Dies, recently released with new material in paperback. We're always happy to have you here. That proves that the majority leader in the Senate will take your talking points if you supply them. Where is the Republican outrage? Say nothing of Donald Trump. Russia is actively engaged in our democracy.
Brian, they've decided that no matter what outrages Russia tries to do to manipulate our elections or disrupt our country, it's okay because they're helping Donald Trump. And he said it, and my old boss, Rudy Giuliani, said it. You know, it's fine to take stolen material brought to you by Russian spies to use in a campaign. It's fine to take Russian help to win Wisconsin and Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania. It's all good. They've decided they're just completely nihilistic about it, and they're going to have a clear path ahead in their minds. As long as Donald Trump is happy, they're going to be happy.
For viewers just tuning in who've been maybe in a drug-induced coma for 2 years, we're talking about Russia.
Yes.
And Republican Party attitudes toward Russia. Does that ever?
Look, I mean, I grew up in the Cold War, and as the last generation of the young people who came into government, and while there was still a Soviet Union, you know, it was always clear that this was a country that was our global adversary. We tried really hard for a while to pretend it wasn't. But everything they've done in Crimea, in Georgia, in Ukraine, across Europe and around the world, they have acted as a global foe to our country. Donald Trump acts, when he's with Vladimir Putin, like a starstruck schoolgirl. I mean, he makes Google eyes at Vladimir Putin. Everybody should have a lover in their life that looks at them one time like Trump looks at Putin. But that's the change policy of this country at Donald Trump's whim. He thinks these guys like me and they helped me, so I'm going to be nice to them.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.